Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello. Oops. Hello. We'll do that over it again. Hello. Welcome to the Craft Yourself Silly, the Fabazine issue number 5, where you will have, which we're looking at now, with that little doggy watching over, all of these projects, 12 projects, all in one big bundle. What you might need is a needle, a bit of thread, but pretty much everything you need to be able to make all of these projects you're going to get. And it's actually on the launch of it right now. You know, won't even be able to get hold of these at the moment, not even launched on Craft Yourself Silly's own website yet. So it's a first and absolutely brilliant to have them here as a great project for you. And it's absolutely fabulous what we've got for you actually here. 12 projects, as I say, in total, and a lot more still to come on the show. But before we do that, let's introduce your friend, my friend. I've not actually worked with her on a show this year, so this is our first for 2021. Happy New Year. Lovely Hayley.
Weird to be saying Happy New Year in the middle of February,
I know. We've had birthdays and we've had Valentine's Day in between, but Happy New Year anyway.
Happy New Year, Scott. How are you?
Lovely to be with you again.
Yes, it's number 5.
Number 5.
Very excited.
Well, I just think that this is the first, I mean, obviously looking through these, what a great bundle and what a perfect time to do it when people are going, okay, still stuck around the house, still, you know, a bit bored of this. I'm done with Zoom. I'm done with this, that, and the other. 12 projects in one big bundle.
Yes.
With instructions and everything. That's right, isn't it?
Yes, so it's everything that comes in the bundle is you get the big printed panel that's behind me. You get all the zips, all the little bits and pieces, all the bits of bias binding, the eyeballs for the dog, everything you need to complete all of those projects. There are 12 different ones in there. So if I can remember them, I will try my best.
I'll try and tick off in the head.
The hot chocolate heat pouch, which is designed so you can put rice in it and use it as a heat pack. You've got, thank you.
Which I'm going to try and demonstrate as well at the same time.
There.
Love it, loving this.
It's bars of chocolate, which you can put in the microwave, heat them up, and it acts like a heat pad. But we made a nice long one, so if you've got a bad back...
Oh, do you know, that's a great idea, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of bad back sized.
That would be lovely. That would be lovely. Yes, I'm loving that. I love the irony of heating up chocolate bars to actually warm your back.
Yes, it's
love it.
Or you could cut that down and make them into hand warmers, so you could put them in gloves and things like that. So it's entirely up to you how you kind of construct that one. So that's project number 1.
Great.
You've got some butterfly brooches.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, I think we give you. It's designed to be one brooch back to back, but there's actually enough stuff in there.
I see.
To make 2.
Oh, okay, great.
Well, I had some space, so I put some extra butterflies on to fill up the space. So you've probably got enough to make 2 in there.
Lovely.
You've got your acrylic template, which is your Celtic knot one.
Oh,
which
yeah,
will
I can show you that, how it's...
this design
you got
here.
it there.
Well, I've got a couple of spares here, yes.
That's great.
So... And this has been put together in a couple of different ways as well. So you can actually have them as linking knots, like the purple one that I've got, or you can put them in a slightly different way and create all sorts of different designs with those. So that's quite a nice fun one to have a bit of a play with. You have the little pouch in there.
That's cute.
So there's a little sewing pouch in there as well.
That's really cute.
You've got, let me have a think. You've got, there's 2 in the frame actually, up at the top there. So you get a garden design panel, which you can do some applique on. I've cheated in that one and I've printed them on just because I did not have the time. But it also comes with, sorry, I'm very sorry, but it also comes with the cord, the tiny pegs, and all the bits you need to make those little dresses.
Wow.
As well. So it's like a mini bunting.
That's brilliant. I love all that.
So you get all the little pegs in there as well. So everything's in there. You get the dog, the little Paisley pooch, which is just in front of you, falling over. That's him.
All the elements.
Yeah, you get the eyes as well for him, so he comes ready to go. You get the little frog pouch that's next to the little pencil case.
I love that. That is brilliant. Do you think someone was watching Rainbow as a kid?
Well, I couldn't resist with that one.
That's perfect.
Then there's the smocking panel, which is a panel for you to add into something else. This is one that Hatti's done for us, and she's actually embroidered pieces on each of those smocking panels and then smocked it together. you've got in front of that the Alpaca.
This, brilliant.
Now, I'm coming to that one as one of the demos in this hour.
Great.
Now, this one's been done by one of our new design team members, Sarah, and she's gone to town on this one.
Wow.
So you do get some fibres and bits and pieces in there to kind of play with that, and I'll show you a slightly different technique that I've done with mine, but you can do all sorts with this one. You can
Lovely.
really have a lot of fun.
Great.
There's the bag in there. I forgot the bag.
Yes,
the bag's massive.
Well, I mean,
it.
we're talking 12 projects,
Have
but
I
these
got to
projects
12
are big,
yet?
good
I'm not
projects.
even sure how many I'm up to.
I've no idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with the butterfly brooches.
Okay, then we've got the embroidoodle. Now, you don't have to do the embroidoodle as embroidery. We have actually got a happy hour on this hour, which is some of our fabric pens.
Yes, and they are brilliant. They're going to go.
So that's another option you can use for that as well. I don't know. Read the box. The box will tell you.
I think the only thing...
Read the box.
I could have just started with that.
Read the box.
The embroidered doodle with the sun and moon, the embroidered doodle that is on there that we can see there. And I think...
Did I get everything else in?
No, you mentioned the garden scene, because the garden scene applique with the washing line is 2 projects
That's
into one.
2 projects in one.
The smocking, we did.
Yes, you did
we
the
talked about the
smocking.
smocking, didn't we? Yeah. Cuddly toy. We've even mentioned about the cuddly toy. We've done all of that.
It is a little bit generation game.
It is.
Isn't it?
There we are.
He's having a bit of a job standing up on that slope, isn't he?
He is,
Maybe
yeah.
put him on the flat. There. Okay, just.
He's turned his back on us. There we go.
It's a slopey panel. He just
It
wants
is.
to take a nosedive, doesn't he?
But don't forget, so have we seen the actual big fabric? I don't know if we have or not, but we get all of the panels that are in there.
So the way that all
So
of the
it's brilliant.
Fabazines work is we create one large panel, we print everything onto that panel, and if I've got any space left at the end of it, then I fill it with other bits and pieces. So you've got, if you start right at the top, that's your garden applique panel, and then you've got the extra bits there to add on, just to the... right.
The pussycats.
And then you can see the 2 bits for the pouch there.
Yes.
And then just above them you can see the butterflies to make the brooches. And then you can just see creeping in a second, you'll see 1 part of the hot chocolate heat pad.
I love that heat pad.
And then as you come down, you'll see the other half of that and the frog pouch, the frog pencil case.
Pencil case, yes.
Yes, and then coming back across, you've got your embroidoodle in there. You've got all of the parts for your dog, and then just the grey bits creeping in under the numbers over there. That's all the bits that you need for your bag. And then further down, you've got your alpaca, your smocking panel, and the extra bits and pieces you need for that as well.
Wow, it is a bundle and a half. And well done for remembering all of those elements. Now, I just want to bring you up to date with these, because there's a huge amount already of this bundle in people's baskets, which is phenomenal. It's already really, really busy. Over 15% of the stock now already gone, and we're only 7 minutes or so into the show. Now, just hold your horses for 1 second, because we have got other options for you, but you still won't miss out on that, and you're still going to get the savings to go with it if you love that idea of order. I'll give you the details of that. It is on your flexi, 2 payments of £20 each. 463,174. Now, you break that down per project. That's a phenomenal deal, because you're getting that £10 saving on there, because it's your 1-day special. Now, I just wanted to let you know about that, but I want to move on quickly to another option that we've got. If you've got a pair of jeans or a jacket that's denim or anything else that have either got the holes in it or too short with it, or just grown out of them, or you're bored of them, or you want to just upcycle or anything like that, you need this kit, because
I've loved doing this one.
This is what a genius idea.
I've really loved doing this one. So this is our Fabazine Denim
I love
edition.
this.
And it's a special edition. It's only going to be around for a short period of time.
Oh, okay.
Because we've only got so much stuff we can add to it.
Okay.
So what you're going to get is you're going to get your printed panel. That's the one that you can see hanging behind me. And this one we've printed on calico.
Okay.
Instead, just so it's, you know, slightly different. And also with the beach scene that we'll see in a second, that one, it kind of works with it a little bit as well. So you've got your big panel along the top. That is your heart cushion. That's the first one we're going to demonstrate today. And then coming further down, you've got the inside for your bag. You've got your beach scene with your extra applique pebbles at the bottom. You've got everything you need on there, and there's also some lining bits for a couple of the other projects on there as well. So you're getting absolutely everything you need ready to go on there.
Love it.
And the projects that you will make in this one These are huge as well.
When we talk, let's just make a point about that, Hayley, because when you say projects, we're not just talking about little projects.
No.
We're talking bags.
Yeah,
we're talking aprons.
A lot of these have either acrylic or mylar templates with them as well. So you're going to be able to use, these are things you're going to be able to do over and over again.
Great.
So you've got your, starting at the back.
Yep.
Right. So you've got your little apron. Now, I love this one.
That's brilliant.
Because what you're doing is you're taking the front and one of the front pockets, one of the back pockets. So it takes kind of all that side bit off your jeans.
Okay.
And then you're adding an extra one of the back pockets on, because that particular pair of jeans was my other half. So you had a hole in one of the back pockets. So cut it off. Added the other back pocket back on to make more storage on the front there, and then used some of those belt loops that I'd taken off to add a holder for the scissors on the side.
That is brilliant. That is brilliant. I'm loving that. I just love that.
So that's a really, really straightforward one. We'll do this tomorrow morning is when we're going to show this one, because actually with that project comes 2 French curves. Now they'll come to you like that with the white plastic on, because that's how they are cut, and it also protects them in transit.
Yeah.
But you're getting 2 of these French curves. So if I put this flat down, you'll be able to probably see it a little bit better, because it's see-through, Scott. You can't really see what you're doing. It's see-through, Scott. So, and these are all marked out for your inches on the edge here as well. So I don't know if you...
Yeah,
so look at it, something dark to put behind there, maybe. There we go. Let's perhaps put some dark fabric behind it. There we go. Can you see all those little extra markings on there that you've got for your inches?
Yeah.
So that's what helps you to make that apron that's on there.
Okay, perfect.
So also on the mannequin, we've got the, thank you, that's beautiful work today.
Thank you.
You've got your dream catcher. So you are getting an MDF panel, which has the hoop on there, and thank you, all of the little feathers, the MDF feathers that are added into there as well. And there's mylar templates, which will teach you how to make those denim feathers as well.
Ah, they are beautiful.
So you've got everything you need in there to make that, and go on making the denim feathers and put those into other projects.
I love them. They're really cute.
And
don't think of that as denim, actually, do they?
Actually, you can see in there, that's a great shot, actually, because it shows you there's a bluish one and a white one. Now, that's actually the same piece of denim, but what I'll show you later today in the 8 p.m. one is, depending on how you cut it out of the fabric, will change the colour of the feather.
Ooh, okay.
So,
come back at 8 o'clock.
Come back at 8 o'clock for that one.
Loving that.
And right, we've done the bag.
Done bag. We've got book cover.
Notebook cover.
Yeah.
Now, you're actually getting the notebook included with the bundle in this one.
That is brilliant.
And it is quite a snazzy notebook.
Yes.
Have you seen? Can you see it's one side is grey and then the other side is black. So one side's actually lined. So when you open it up, one side has got lines, so you can make all kinds of notes and bits and pieces. And then when you get to the grey end of it, they're all plain pages. So you can, sketch your ideas down as well.
Yeah, I'm liking that.
So you've got bits of, and it's a really nice notebook in its own right. But then we're adding it into
the denim cover.
And there's also a little pocket template within the book. So you can see on that one, I've added a couple of little pockets on the front.
Yeah, very cute, very cute.
And what I've used is the bottom pieces of the, so what would be the bottom hem on your trousers, on your jeans. And I've actually cut 2 little pockets out. I've used the seams from the insides there just to add extra features and things. You can have such fun with these because you're really kind of playing to, if you look at the spine, I've used the hem,
I see.
the kind of join in the side of the trousers.
As the spine cover.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
So you can have a lot of fun with these. And with this one, it's really about playing with the fabric that you've got and getting the best out of what you've got. Wow. So you've got the Biker Bear.
Biker Bear.
Biker Bear.
Brilliant Biker Bear.
The reason that mine, I used one set of beige jeans and one set of blue jeans in mine, just because otherwise everything was going to look so blue.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't look right on camera.
That's a fair point.
You can make all of these in just normal blue jeans. So you've got your Biker Bear there, and the little kind of patches that are on the bottom of his feet and in the inside of his ears, that's actually the fabric from the inside of the pockets, the lining of the pockets of the jeans.
Great use.
So you can use all of that up as well. The next one you've got there is the heart. Now that's a project that we're going to come to and demonstrate in a minute.
Great.
Now you're getting 4 templates?
I've got the love heart.
Oh, wait, hang on. You've got 5. I've just spotted another one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, you get 5 concentric heart shapes, and you also get the little tiny circle as well. And you're thinking, what on earth is that for?
What's that for?
Well, we're going to show you in a second. It's a theme guide.
Oh. Well, listen, can I just give some information on all this?
Are you going to do some numbers?
It's already selling very, very quickly, and we will get onto those demonstrations from Hayley. But the amazing offer, and again, if you've got any denim at all that you're thinking has seen better days, have you got a hole in your little back pocket, possibly, as was created from here as well?
It's designed to use your jeans up. It's designed to recycle fabric rather than buy new, but you can do it with new pieces as well, and I'm going to show you both ways. Perfect.
And in today's world, what a great idea. If you want to go for the limited, it is limited edition, remember, because there's not a huge amount to this one, as you heard there. If you want to go for this one, then that is $34.99. You have got that £5 saving on here for 8 projects in total. 319-581, $34.99 for all those elements, which is great. Now, there's a lot of people that have already spotted this and are doing this on the web and have gone for it, and the details now that are going to be there for you. If you would like to go for everything that you're going to have in the episode 5, basically, the issue 5 that you can see there, plus you can go for that with the denim. So you can get the entirety of all of that if you wanted to. We're going to bring the details, I think, up for that one, which will give you all the savings carried over for you to be able to get the 12 projects we saw there, plus the denim limited edition projects, and all of that in one big bundle for just $64.98. That is 20 projects in total, and I've not shown you, but you do have on both of those as well your instructions book that will take you through step by step of every single one of those projects. Great time for lockdown, because now you can do those things you've always wanted to do once you get this home. $64.98, 691-445. Now, you got that saving. You see where it says £10 saving on there at the moment, of course. That actually always, that's including your saving that you're going to be taking from beforehand as well. So over all of that actually works out a £25 saving if you think about what you've saved from all of those, putting it together. Now, it is available on your Flexi, of course, if you'd like to go for that one. Just 2 payments, really good. For 20 projects, your first payment's just £32.49. When we talk about value for money, this is the kind of show we're talking about. 691-445, that is for the denim, plus everything you can see there as well. Now, we're already approaching 30% of the entire bundle has already now been allocated. And I love it. I really genuinely think, Hayley, from an idea of lots of different projects. One for interest, great for using and upcycling and reusing for all of those. You're going to end up with 2 beautiful bags out of these projects. You've got cuddly toys. You've got pieces that you can put on display. You've got so many different ways of working. And if you are knowing maybe a younger person that thinks they want to get into it, you've got such a different collection of techniques.
That's what Fabazine has always been about. That it's been about you know, coming up with and showcasing different techniques, different ways that you can do things, and different ways that, I mean, maybe techniques that you've done before, but just used in a slightly different way. And this is one that I'm going to do first, which is the Alpaca project from Fabazine number 5.
Love that.
So this is what we would class as a snippet project. So
before we just do the snippet project,
yeah,
can I just let people know about the happy hour, because we're already 15 minutes into the show, and it's going to be a happy 45 minutes.
Too excited.
I know. But some people have already seen it, is now turned into a happy 45 minutes offer. So get this now. We've only 45 minutes left on this one, so that's why we're bringing it to you. It's $12.95. What you're going to be getting actually are your 5 black glitter pens, which is brilliant. Plus, you're also going to be getting 2 of your gold and 2 of your silver. I was going to, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll take them off the stand and just hold, because they just fell off the stand anyway. So here are your 5 black glitter pens that you can see, which are absolutely fantastic. They're going to look gorgeous, that you can see there. Plus, you're also going to be getting 2 of the gold and 2 of the silver also. Now, it is a happy hour. Apologies, we're 15 minutes late bringing it and showing to you. You've got 44 minutes left, though. 164-876, £7 saving. You're getting all of those pens for that for just $12.95. 5 happy hour deal. Sorry, Hayley, but that
is
no, we
quite
had
all
to
right.
let people know. I didn't want to bring you in at 5 to the hour and go,
by the way.
You missed it, sorry. Right, I promise I'm not going to interrupt the Alpaca project.
Admin. You've got to do it, haven't you? We've all got to do it. It's just admin.
Admin.
That's what I'm going to call you now.
Okay.
Admin.
Thanks, admin. I've always wanted to be an admin. What about if Adam was in the show? Adam and admin.
Adam admin.
Yeah. Love it.
Okay, so this one is a snippet project, and the way that this comes together is it uses all of these little bits and pieces. Now, there's a fibre bundle within there, so you've got all of those bits and pieces. Have you got the fibre bundle over there? There are loads of nice bits and pieces in here.
Ooh,
so you'll be able to use the darker ones on darker bits, the lighter ones on lighter bits, and you can really kind of mix these up to kind of... It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's fun. So what you're going to do is, if you have a look at the one that's kind of unadulterated, that I haven't touched yet, that's over here, that's on the panel. So you can see it's kind of looks like it's got a bit of a beard on, and essentially there are 4 different colours on there. There's a really dark brown, there's a mid brown, there's a beige, and then there's the white. Now, you can see, I don't know if you can quite see, right at the bottom there, there's some extra lines of fabric that's been printed on there.
Oh, yes, yeah.
So those are the strips that you are going to cut up to start you off. Now, you can absolutely add any extra fabric that you've got in that you think will work. So if you want to change the colours and make it a black one, or make it a patchy one, or whatever, you can add extra bits in, but we're giving you the basics to get you started off. So I've got my bits here, and all I'm doing is building it up, and in the instructions it tells you to work on the bits that are furthest back. So what I've done is I've worked from the outside, and I'm working my way into the centre on here, and I'm adding little bits at a time. And what I tend to do a full kind of row at a time. So my darkest colour I've been using this one for. The next colour up is the one that I'm using for this light brown. So these strips that are available on the panel, I've actually ripped those to create those little frayed edges. And then once I've got the frayed edges, I'm using those to create more texture again. And Scott's got the diagram there.
Yeah, I was just showing, because every project has got its instructions.
Yes, you start there and you build it up, and it tells you exactly which kind of order you need to do things in.
Got you.
So you get it laying so it looks right. Because if you started on the nose and worked down, everything would be the foreground would be in the background and vice versa.
I got you.
So that's why it tells you kind of which order to do it in. And then the colours are printed on the panel, so you know which colours go where.
By the way, we are approaching 40% of the entire collection, and it's going very quickly. Sorry, Hayley.
To start adding these pieces on. So I want to add it, so I start at the bottom, because the top pieces of fur would overlap the bottom pieces. So I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up, and as I'm adding them on, I'm going to take some of those fibres that were had, and I've cut long strips. What I actually did was wrap them around my fingers, so the fingers weren't tight together. They were just like that, just enough so I could just slide a pair of scissors through.
Okay, I see, yeah.
And took a long strip, wrapped it round and round and round, and then took the scissors carefully and snipped them all in half. So I end up with pieces that are about kind of 4 fingers, wouldn't it be? 2 one side, 2 the other side. Yeah. So 4 fingers long. So yeah, about 4 fingers wide is what I'm looking for. And then I'm folding those in half, popping them in place, and then what I will do is I'll take a zigzag on my sewing machine. So I'll grab my sewing machine in a second, and we'll zigzag over the top of these with a little, quite small, fine zigzag, and attach more and more layers to it. Now, the one that you've got there that Sarah's done, she has machine stitched some on and she's hand stitched some on, because she's taken just yarn and looped it round and round and then stitched those loops on as well. So she's done a completely different technique.
It's quite amazing.
Yeah.
It's quite amazing, isn't it?
Now, you could go back in and then, you know, bring the eyes out a bit more and bring the nose out a bit more if you want to. But there's so many different ways you can kind of go at this.
I love it. And this, once we've got this panel, I suppose that could be made for a cushion, anything?
Yeah, so that's, I mean, it could be framed, it could be used as just an art quilt and put up. Oh, I've got my blue thread on.
Oh, no. I hate it when that happens. By the way, I did mention approaching 40. Apologies, it's actually over 40% of the stock has now been allocated on the complete collection. Sort that blue thread out.
Sorry.
So, it's OK. It happens to us all. Yeah, over 4. I'm doing admin. Over 40% of the complete collection. Don't forget, that is 20 projects. And I'm just thinking, you know, where we are doing a bit of homeschooling, if people don't want to go for that, if you get a bit bored of one, I hear a lot of people talk about, you know, how many projects they've got on the go. And I think something like this is great because if you do get a little bit bored of doing one thing, you go, you know, I'll put that down to one side. Maybe we'll go by a pick of the actual instructions and go, do you know what the next project is going to be? Stop it, I'm going to be doing the sewing pouch. And let it decide for you, for example. See what page it lands and then go for the sewing pouch. And whatever it is, you've got the fabric, you've got all the elements that are going to go with it, you've got the step-by-step instructions. If you know someone that you think is showing an interest, maybe you just showed them how to do a couple of stitches on the sewing machine or some hand stitching, and you think this could be what a lovely gift idea even to go with and say, look, there you go, there's your instructions, there's all your fabric, there's all your elements you need for it, go for it, choose which one you want to start off with. And I think it's brilliant. And again, if you have got those jeans you're thinking they've seen better days, and you just think, what's the best thing I can do? Convert them, use them, you've got projects. It could be they don't fit
lost
anymore.
weight, it could be you've put on weight. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You can still use that fabric up. It could be, as you said, you've maybe marked them or stained them with something. It maybe you've got a hole in them.
Yeah.
It could be any kind of reason that you either can't or don't want to wear those anymore.
I think it's genius idea.
And then genius, nice, like it.
Genius. That was a happy accident. I didn't realise I'd said that one. That was great. But thank you for picking that one up. Not bad for admin.
Not bad for admin, no. So with this one, I'm not that worried about actually kind of securing these edges and things because it's going to. There's so much stitching on here that it's going to be absolutely fine.
Yeah.
So I'm just putting that kind of little chin bit in that I'd added there first.
And I'm right at what I said at the beginning of the show as well, that these aren't even launched on your own website at the moment.
No, they're not even on our website yet.
So we are getting the
You're getting them
first glimpse of
absolutely
these.
first.
Perfect,
So
get them. And the denim one, you say that is limited anyway, as far as
it's
how many units?
What is limiting it for me is the books that go in there. I can only get so many of them because they're a special one that is half lined and half sketchbook. That's my limiting factor.
Right.
And there are other interesting things about this one. So if you have a look at the bear, you'll have to be careful because he's got some pins in him.
Right,
he's actually got joints in him.
Oh,
and I've left the two legs done slightly differently so I can demonstrate this tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
But you can see he's actually got joints in him as well. So he comes with all of his joints.
Oh, they move better than mine.
Not the only one, mate. Not the only one.
Hello. Oh, that is brilliant. Oh, what a lovely... And again, don't forget, once you've got the template to work with here, you can make as many of these, of course.
Yeah, the denim one, it comes with far more templates in this one because obviously you're having to add the fabric in. What we've got on the panel are any kind of backing bits, any linings that you need. That's what we've added to the panel. But a lot of this comes with templates. So in terms of templates in this one, you're getting your French curves, you're getting your 5 different concentric hearts, you're getting your mylar feather templates as well. You're getting your all your bits cut out for your...
The dream catcher.
Yeah, that's where I was going as well. I was going to say wind chimes and I couldn't get round it.
Great minds and all of that. I was with you. Absolutely. Dream catcher is what we meant.
Yes, so with your dream catcher, you are getting just everything, absolutely everything. We've tried to add absolutely everything that you're going to need in there. And a lot of this, you've got the patterns and the templates for, so you're going to be able to do them again and again. Yeah,
that's brilliant. What great value. I mean, you're upcycling and recycling on your jeans, but once you've got these, well, you're using for so many more projects going forward. I think it is one absolutely fantastic one-day special. You're going to go for the complete collection, everything, the value for money in this, for what you're going to have. Projects to make, to give, you know, a chance for them to sort of do those.
It's a chance to just learn lots of different techniques as well. And the beauty of it is, it's individual projects. So if you've learnt the technique and you think, oh, well, it's not for me, that's it. Yeah, you can finish the one project that's there and then you move on.
I like it,
And we love it when our design team do these because they always come back with something a little bit different.
Yes, yeah.
And some of them do come back to us with feedback and say, well, actually, that project's not for me.
Right.
I'll do something different next time,
yeah,
please.
yeah,
And that's
yeah.
fine. You know, it's all about learning these different techniques. So I'm just going to add a couple more on here. And you can see this builds up really, really quickly. And the best technique that I can show you with this is actually to just go, I'm just trying to pick some of the ones that have got the darker bits on there just for the mouth. So when I'm folding these in half, I'm sorry, the sewing machine's in front of me, it doesn't really help. When I'm folding these in half, I'm not folding them evenly. I'm folding them so that one side's a little bit longer than the other, and then adding that to my piece of fabric that's under here. And what I'll do is I'll go forward and just try and catch some of those bits. And then I won't go all the way to the bottom, but then I will also reverse back over it. And what that reversing does, it does two things. A, it kind of secures that piece in place. And B, it puts you back at the top so you're ready to put your next piece on. So you can literally just keep going and adding the next one and the next one and the next one and working all the way up. So I've put those darker, I'll take this out so you can see I've added those slightly darker ones round by the mouth just to add that extra little bit of texture to it. And you just keep adding those layers.
Building it up.
And you just kind of work your way all the way up, working in and in and in, using the darker pieces where it says, and then using the light medium pieces on those kind of medium brown ones. The next colour up, so the second lightest on all of these beige pieces, and then the very lightest colour to fill in the last of those white pieces.
A lovely
and
project.
it just creates, and this is one of those things that the more it's worn and the more it's washed and the more it's kind of used, it just creates even more texture to it. So it's a really, really nice technique. Now mine's quite flat, so I would leave, I just leave all of my nose bits kind of quite free.
Yeah.
But on the one that Sarah's done, because she's got a huge amount of texture in hers, then I would probably build those nose pieces back up. I mean, if you have a look underneath there, if you just move some of those bits that are on the top, she's actually got so many different layers and different colours and things going on under there.
There is so
so
much
you could
going.
even snip off the end of those and make them into kind of proper, you know, fur rather than the loops. There's so much you can do to it. There's a lot that you can kind of have a go at with this one. So I'm going to switch over.
Lovely and fluffy. Just while you're doing that, Hay, just let people know that the elements from the projects, the 12 projects, you can get the projects individually. One of those projects, of course, would be for the heat pad, the chocolate bar heat pad. Now, that individually is actually sold out individually. That project is back on extended individually. It's $9.99 on its own, that particular project. There's 566 886. 566 886. If you want to go for that one on its own, it's $9.99. It's back, but it's on extended delivery. So the 7 days.
Only thing you need to add to that one is either some rice or some wheat to put in it to be able to obviously
is that
have
just normal
the
rice?
filling. Yes, normal.
Okay.
It's got to be rice or wheat that you add into there.
Or wheat.
Yeah, don't put popcorn in there. That's just silly.
It'll make a lot of noise when it's heated up, but once it's gone.
So yes, exactly. It's got to be rice or it's got to be wheat. Now we do put in the instructions in the booklet. Just double check. And there's lots of kind of websites and things which will tell you.
Well, I was about to say that because on the back of the instructions, it mentions on there as well that there are some YouTube tutorials.
Well, not yet. There's not. There will be by Wednesday.
Ah. It is the launch. It's not even. I now know why it's up now, not on Craft Yourself City's own website because they're not up yet. But as of Wednesday.
Yes, Wednesday. Once,
if you watch it on rewind, maybe that's happened.
About when your kit arrives. So you know it'll be fine.
Oh, I see. You planned it.
Yeah.
So as of Wednesday, in brackets, if you go to YouTube, search for Craft Yourself City, hit your subscribe button, and then again on that one there are lots more demonstrations, or there will be lots more demonstrations about all the projects that you're also going to get. So visual, written, photographic, great ways of taking you through. So again, if someone is just starting out, lots of different techniques, just go for it. I love the idea of just not being bored. I love the idea of doing design technique roulettes. Just see if
essentially what you've got.
I'm going to have a go today at working with the hot chocolate heat pad. That's what today's fun is.
And most of these projects, I mean, there's some shorter ones, there's some longer ones in there. Obviously, the things like the alpaca, that does take a little bit longer.
Yeah.
You know, you've kind of got to get into it, but it's something you can pick up and put down.
Yeah, lovely.
You can get so far and then leave it and come back to it another day and add a little bit more on. And there are some that you can finish in half an hour.
Right.
You know, there's a real good mixture in there. So I'm going to jump onto the denim one now.
Okay.
Just letting you know, admin, because I know you're nice to do your
You
admin.
know how confused I get how easily it can happen.
Okay, so with the denim one, obviously you've got your hearts on there, and I've peeled the plastic off of mine so you can see that obviously they're see-through. Now this particular piece of denim I've got is a completely fresh piece, but it's an off-the-roll new piece. It's not from jeans, but
right.
I just wanted to show you on this one because it's got the stripes on it, which I think is quite a nice feature. But it means that if you are using the hearts with a patterned fabric, because they are see-through, you can make sure that it's lined up, that bottom point and then that top point you can kind of see through to make sure they're lined up. So I've lost my pen, found my pen, we're off.
I've got some with a happy hour deal if you want one.
Thanks. Well, actually, these would be perfect for that because you can use these on the back of the fabric, no problem at all. So I'm just drawing around this first off. So this is from the heart templates, and this makes the frayed heart cushion. So you've got one of the frayed hearts in front of you there.
I have.
And it's across a bit, across a bit.
There it is.
There you go.
I'd wear that on my sleeve. Would you wear your heart on your sleeve? I would.
Okay, so
think about that
I'm just
for half
moving
an
on. So the way that this is made is you use your template.
Okay.
You draw around it like I've just done there.
Yeah.
And then you take the little circle that comes with it.
Oh, right.
And that's going to provide your seam allowance. So you're going to put your little circle on the edge there, pen in the middle, and then we're just going to we're going to roll it all the way around the edge.
That's a snazzy little bit of kit.
I'm going to come around the other side so you can see what I'm doing. There you go. And that makes your seam allowance. So.
Oh, that's good. Would a mint with a hole in the middle do the same thing?
No, the hole needs to be the right size for pens.
Oh, okay, then, right.
So
good point. It's a very good point.
We spent a long time trying to work out how to get this right. And this will work with any of your templates that you've had from us previously. If you want to add a 1/4 inch seam allowance to anything, that will do it for you.
I love that.
So what you then do is cut this out and then stitch round that first line. So this line here. We're going to stitch around this line, but we're going to cut to that line.
Oh, right,
so I've got a couple that I've already cut out. We're going to do the small one because it's not going to take us long.
Some would say lazy. Go on.
Not lazy,
No?
time efficient.
I like it. That admin approves.
Admin approved, even better. So I'm going to go and just stitch round that line that I've drawn. Now this line is, I've still got my zigzag on. Hang on.
Oh, first it's the wrong colour thread. Now we're on the wrong stitch pattern.
Let me just quickly unpick that. Have got seam rippers on the end of call.
Oh yes, yeah, we have. Then you go to the website. In fact, can we have a quick look at that? Can we just do that?
Yes, you can. It's definitely worth doing because.
Here we go. We're on the website, everybody. This is all planned. So what should I have? Put the complete bundle in my basket, please. There we go. Add in that. Add to basket. Thank you very much. I want to add a few more things. Go along. Can I also add in the?
Get
these
some
are the separate
batting.
issues. I'm liking this.
Get some of the batting from the end because that's really useful in a couple of projects as well.
There we go. Now, I want to add some of these. All the frames are on there as well. Add in the soft polyester bat. Yeah, put the batting in. Yes.
Yes, put the batting in. That was useful.
I'd also like 2 metres of the medium weight calico cotton fabric for only £9.99. 5-star review. Loving that. And go for the frames as well. And all the happy hour, better get in that quick, otherwise they'll be gone. The 5 of the black glitter pens and the 2 gold and 2 silver. Now, when we go to the basket, there they all are. We're going to, on Flexi. I think, we'll split it on Flexi. Why not? Why not? Just helps spread the cost, doesn't it? Use that Flexi order. Thank you very much indeed. Split that if I was right to go. I agree. Of course I do. Check out. Just check out securely. Now, add-on. How about? Now, what was it you mentioned?
Right. Seam ripper, the one right at the top.
There it is, right at the top. For only £1.99?
Yes.
Why wouldn't you?
Well, it's quite a big one as well. I think it's in that box down there, but that's not going to help either of us, is it?
No, it's not, no.
Because, obviously, in the denim one, there is quite an element of, maybe if you just want the pocket off the back to put onto something else, there is an element of unpicking. So a nice new seam ripper that's nice and sharp is not a terrible idea.
No, not a terrible idea. Really good idea. If you are going to be working and upcycling and working from your denim to pick out those, that will be a perfect, genuinely.
Also,
really
another journal on there. So if you've got the Fabazine denim and you want to put an additional journal in there, so you can make a second one,
add an additional journal. add an additional journal, get them whilst they are there, because they're the ones that are proving very difficult to get, which is why the complete denim collection is limited in the first place, because it's this that's holding it back. So if you are going to do that, to convert that into that, maybe it's for you and you want to do another one for a friend, or maybe you want to double up on them and have two, go for the additional one again when you come to checking out, which is this is such a brilliant bundle. You've thought of everything here, Hayley. It's great.
We'll try, we'll give it a crack.
Absolutely. It's fabulous.
We
really
do try. OK, so I'm sewing all the way around here. I'm almost done while you were doing your admin. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. That could be a song. I like that song. It's good, that one. You know what I mean?
Which?
You're welcome. You're welcome.
No.
No,
I not?
You've not seen that film, have you?
Probably not.
No.
I found apparently everybody's horrified because I haven't seen The Lion King.
Oh.
Is that a thing?
Can't believe that. Love that one, John.
OK. I'll work on that before the next time we meet, then.
OK, well, at this rate, it could be 2022.
I'll work on that before the next time we meet.
Well, the last time we were talking, we were creating a very own town.
We were.
A street.
But before you do that, I'm just going to show you... well, no, you can talk about it now. I just need to show you, because it's going to take me a little while to do the thing I need to do.
Yeah.
So you can talk about that while I'm doing this.
Okay.
So now I've stitched all the way around there. What that's going to do is when I start to unpick these threads, it's going to stop that from fraying kind of too far.
Straight back. Right,
yeah.
I see.
So what I'm going to do now is take in my seam ripper, and this isn't the posh one. This is the one that I've got just to hand, and I'm going to start taking
so is this
those
the same
threads
effect
out.
For the dream catcher, you say?
A little bit, yes.
Right.
The hearts obviously are slightly different because you're working on a curve with them. But with the feathers, that is slightly different, and we'll show you that one tomorrow, because you get a completely different effect with them depending on which direction you cut it out. So I'm going to pull all those out, and I'm going to keep working all the way around for this one. And then once I've got all the way around, I'm going to come back in and just trim all of those excess ones off back to the original shape.
I'm just showing a little preview of what you're going to be doing tomorrow, look.
Yes.
Ooh,
so that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow.
What time are you going to do that in the morning?
Go on then. We'll do the apron and the feathers in the morning.
Just teased it. That's admin. That's what admin do. They're the people behind the scenes. Admin. That's admin approved. Stamp. Passed.
Is that your thing now? You quite like?
I quite enjoyed being an admin. I've never been trusted with admin before, so I'm quite enjoying that. Can't believe you never watched Lion King.
Sorry. Really sorry. I think I was speaking to my friend Emma the other day. And actually, we're missing our little Zoom quiz for this.
Are you?
It's my fault. We've got to do it next week.
Oh.
Because I'm here.
Is it general knowledge or is it specialist?
Well, what happens is everybody makes their own round.
Okay.
And then we read our own round out, and then the other people answer the questions that we've made.
I like that. Is yours mainly fabric?
No. Last week was 80s children's television.
Ooh.
And
I'll be up for that one. Give us a question
it wasn't last week. It was 2 weeks ago.
Can you remember a question?
I can. What was the name of the witch in Wind in the Willow? Will o' the Wisp.
Grotbags.
No, that's the windmill. She's in the windmill. She's Emu in the pink windmill.
Oh, the pink windmill, yeah.
There's somebody at the door. That's the one.
Yeah, that's that one, isn't it? Yeah. Did you have a pink windmill question in there?
I did not.
Oh,
no,
failed.
I didn't. And who?
Griselda?
Who did the? No, it was Evil Edna. The television.
Evil Edna! Yeah, it was. Oh, if you watch it.
What was another one? Who did the voice for Danger Mouse?
Oh, David Jason did Danger Mouse, and Terry Scott did Penfold.
You're right.
Yes. You phoned a friend for that very small little category.
You see, right, I've got about halfway on this one, and you can see you're just teasing those out and then trimming them off to get back into shape. And then we've got the big backing panel that is on the piece of calico. And this has got a printed design on of little hearts as well. And then what you're going to do is just randomly, all over here, you are just going to add in those hearts, all sorts of different sizes and shapes, and you can overlap them if you want to. You can use both sides of that denim as well. Do you know what? Right way up might be a shout.
Well,
there we go.
There we go. By the way, if you want any
right
more
way up
of the
might be a
calico,
shout.
it is there on the web, 9.99, 140-386, details, bottom of your screen if you want to get a bit more for that, if you're going to be working on a few of these projects.
When you're attaching them, you're going to go over that same line that you used before you frayed them.
Oh, yes.
To stitch them on. And you just build loads and loads of them up, and then it's a simple envelope cushion that you're going to do. So you're going to do a double rolled hem on one edge, double rolled hem on the other edge, fold it all in half so that bit folds up. Now you're going to, what I would advise you do is crease these lines where it joins from what would be the front panel to the backing panel. So if you crease those lines first, then you'll have the perfect place.
Right, I see.
So you know you're folding it exactly right. So that one will fold up. Now we've left you loads of extra on here because when we're printing on the calico, because it's quite often a loom state fabric, it does come to us with kind of little creases and things like that in. But I quite like that because when we print it, it sometimes misses little bits and it kind of adds to the recycled, you know, grungy effect. So I quite like that, and that's why we've done this one on the calico, because we thought it went better.
Yeah, nice
so
idea.
That one goes there, that one goes there, with the nice seams already put onto the bottoms. Let's pretend that's a nice big seam. And then you're just going to stitch straight down, top and bottom, each side, and you're done.
Nice and simple, that.
It is a nice simple one. So there are some easier ones, there are some more difficult ones. There's a really nice mixture in here. So, are you all right if I get set up for another one?
Admin, I've got some work to do.
Okay.
We've got 9 minutes left anyway, so just to let you know.
That went quick, didn't it?
I know, did very, very quick, didn't it? Honestly, really busy launch of the one-day special. Okay, we're looking at the complete collection, which is everything you can see here, which is amazing. Which, when you think about this, with all the projects, again, and it does take in everybody's different ability. Now, if you're someone just starting out and you want to, you know, some short, quick wins, there are projects in this that are there for you. If you're looking for some longer-term projects to work on, you've got something in there as well. Because you've got the tools for the trade that you'll need, you've got chance again to repeat this with lots more fabric that you might have. That's really where the denim kit really comes into itself, even more so, because in there you're getting a lot more tools to repeat those projects going forward. I want to remind you though, because this we're having, or Hayley was talking about, difficulty getting some of the elements in that denim package in there. That is a sort of a limited, so it's not limited stock that we've got, but there's not a huge amount of that to be able to go around. So please, it really is first come, first served in that respect to get those, because some of the elements of those are limited to get hold of in their place. Now, the entire collection, bearing in mind, we're only 47 minutes into the launch of this. We're approaching, wow, 50% of the stock, and we're only in the first live hour, and we've only got 9 minutes or so. So please, 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 if you want to go for this, grab it right now. The other good thing to say is we have got more shows, obviously, another live show at 8 o'clock, another one again tomorrow at 8 a.m. as well. Different techniques that are going to be seen, plus different happy hours also in those. So it's definitely worth coming back in to watch more of the shows, of course, with Hayley for more demonstrations and different happy hours available throughout the one-day special. If you want to go for the complete collection, that's over 20 projects, all with fully illustrated colour instruction booklets to go with. Plus, as of Wednesday, on YouTube, if you find Craft Yourself Silly channel on there, then if you hit subscribe on that, you'll also have video tutorials available to watch also. It's on Flexi, 2 payments of £32.49, which is brilliant value for that one. 691-445. As you've already heard, some of the projects are available individually on the website. Some have already sold out and are back on extended. But when you think about what you're getting for that price, that really is a brilliant bundle to go for, and that is phenomenal. What was that, sorry, Hayley?
If you went for the whole bundle together, I think it's about £3.13 per project.
Per project for everything. That's good maths there.
Well, I don't know if it's right.
Admin. That's really good.
I'll be accounts then.
You could be an accountant.
We've now made a workplace.
I love it.
To go with the street.
We've got it. We've got it.
Oh, excellent. We're going to have an office now.
I can't wait. I just hope we can have a Christmas party as well. I love a Christmas party with an accountant admin. What was that? Sorry, Mr. Producer. £3.24 per project.
Oh, I was close.
Very close.
So close.
There's a look at admin blaming accounts. But all the elements, but all the elements you're getting for just over £3, basically, you know, is phenomenal value for money. Don't forget your happy hour offer, though. Don't forget you got your 5 black glitter pens, plus you got your 2 gold and your 2 silver pens. They've got a saving on there. You've only got another 11 minutes to get those checked in, get them checked out of your basket also. They are £7 saving, £12.95, 164878. That's only available, that offer, for this particular happy hour. There's another happy hour at 8 p.m. tonight, live, of course, with Hayley and with Hayley, H&H. Right, so
Okay.
we've got only 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
Well,
roughly.
I can talk through this project then, because I don't think we've got time to sew it. So this is the hot chocolate heat pad, and I know this is the one that you said was really popular as an individual
yes,
project.
sold out and back on extended.
I thought I'd walk you through this one. So on the panel, you can see there's 2 pieces. There's a piece which would be the front of the chocolate packets, which has got the writing on. So you've got your milk chocolate, your dark chocolate, and your white chocolate. And that's your front panel. And there's another piece you can just see creeping into the corner there that goes up the side. That's your back piece. So it's dead straightforward. You're going to cut those 2 pieces out and put them face to face. And when you put them face to face, the bars of chocolate will match up. So there's the front, there's the back.
Lovely.
Once you've put them face to face, you're going to stitch all the way around. Now, you've got the option. Now, I've left that gold border on there as your seam allowance.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I've done on mine, and I've stitched right up to the seam allowance, and all I've got is gold, is no gold there. But the sample that's been done that you've got over there, I think
Yeah,
Tracy did,
left.
she's actually left the gold on, and that looks quite nice too.
Yeah, it does actually.
So
yeah.
you've got options of how you want to put this together, because there is enough, if you cut frugally, there is enough to kind of leave your seam allowance on there as well.
Got you.
Once you've cut those out, you put them face to face. You first of all press the top, the chocolate end seam allowance in on both of them. And then you put them face to face and sew like a big U shape all the way around. Once you've done that, you're then going to turn it right way out. And the next step is to sew up all of these bits which are going to create your pockets to put your rice in. And now the reason that we've pressed this first is because then once it's full, it does get quite heavy. So it's a good idea to press those first so you've got it in place, ready to stitch.
Got you.
Once you've done that, you're going to pour your rice in. Now this took 1 kilo of rice.
Oh, okay.
So just one big bag of rice.
Yeah.
Because I've put quite a lot in here.
Yes.
But, you know, it's going to keep you nice and warm.
Yeah,
so
of course
fine.
it is. Regularly.
And then once you've done that, you want to put the rice right down to the bottom, and I would put pins not right at the top. Well, I would put one right at the top to hold your seam allowance in place, but I would put another couple a little bit further down, say, you know, where that first line of chocolate chunks are.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because that will help to stop your rice sliding up as you sew. And the other top tip I would give you for this, if I just bring my machine in, is when you come to sew this, ordinarily you would sew with your weight to the left-hand side.
Okay, so hang on off side.
Hang off side. Now, because this has got such a lot of weight in, you are going to be constantly battling to get it back into position. So what I recommend you do with this one is actually put the weight on the inside. We've made it so it's not so long that it's going to be too difficult to manoeuvre. But that means you're going to be able to get your needle in there, and because you've got that double row of pins, it means that all that rice isn't going to slide down there. So you've got your kind of barrier pins, and then you've actually got your positioning pins there.
Good tips.
And then that means you'll be able to slide it through and just take your time, because obviously you still have got a lot of weight, and you've got a lot of weight at the front pulling.
Yeah,
still.
and it's still not been closed up.
Add your weight to there, and then top stitch it all the way along to close it up, and then you can get it straight in the microwave.
I love it. And then straight onto that back. That bottom lower part there for me would be handy right now. That's where I think
well, that's what I like about it, because we've made it long enough so it would go all the way.
I know.
Yeah.
I like it, like a money belt.
Yes.
Oops, done it again. I keep dropping this pack. I've ruined the pack. Show everybody.
Don't get this from Hayley.
Right. I think I got away with that one. I'm going to do my really butch stance. That's fine. Well, that's helping the back. Right, if you want to go for this, of course, the entire collection, everything, 20 projects in there, 691 445 60, 50%. 50% of the stock has already gone in the first hour, so make sure you do not miss the 8 o'clock live show, of course, as well, so you can take advantage. Hayley, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Scott.
It's been lovely working with you. Always a pleasure.
I'll see you. I won't see you tomorrow.
You won't see me tomorrow, no.
Sadly.
But you'll be with lovely Hayley at 8 o'clock. I do know that. So have a nice break. Thank you for your company. Don't go anywhere. I'm back with you with a little hour myself with you as well after the break. See you in a minute.